The area around Tuktoyaktuk, Northwest Territories, Canada, is world-renowned for its Pingos. What are Pingos, you ask? Well, in this episode of Rambles with Robin and Ruby, we'll spend some time getting to understand these really cool geological features that dot the tundra landscape near Tuktoyaktuk. Let's learn about Pingos. What does the word Pingo mean? Well, Pingo is an Ibuyk word for small hill, but not just any small hill. It's a hill that has a core of ice. But oddly, if you look at the hill, you won't see the ice because the zone of ice is covered by vegetation, and that vegetation is typical of the plants that grow on the local tundra. Although a bit technical, scientists see two types of Pingos. The first type is called a closed system Pingo, and they form generally in areas of continuous permafrost, particularly in the footprint of a drained lake. The second type of Pingo is called open system Pingo, and they are more typical of Pingos found in the boreal forest, where permafrost is discontinuous. The Pingos around Tuktoyaktuk are considered to be closed system Pingos. That is, they formed in a region of continuous permafrost, likely in the footprint of a drained or partially drained lake. The closed system Pingos are easy to pick out because of their mound-like shape on the otherwise flat tundra landscape around Tuktoyaktuk. There are many Pingos near Tuktoyaktuk in the Northwest Territories. In fact, the Tuktoyaktuk area is home to about 1,350 Pingos, the greatest number of Pingos in the world. Why is it that Tuktoyaktuk is such a special place for Pingos? Well, the main reason for the abundance of Pingos is that the area is underlain by permafrost, and permafrost is absolutely critical to the formation of Pingos. Recall that permafrost is defined as ground that remains frozen at a temperature below 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 2 consecutive summers. This map shows the distribution of permafrost in the Ibuyk Tuktoyaktuk area. The map colored in purple shows the distribution of continuous permafrost. That orange-colored area represents permafrost that's actually beneath the Arctic Ocean. To recognize and protect the large number of Pingos in the Tuktoyaktuk area, the Pingo Canadian Landmark, also known as the Pingo National Landmark, was created in 1984 as part of the Ibuyk Final Agreement. That agreement defined the cooperative management of the Pingo National Landmark between the Government of Canada, the Ibuyk Land Administration, and the people of Tuktoyaktuk. The largest Pingo in the Tuktoyaktuk area is called Ibuyk. Ibuyk is about 1,300 years old. It is Canada's tallest and the world's second tallest Pingo. It's about 49 meters or 160 feet tall and stretches at least 300 meters or 985 feet across at its base. The upper half of Ibuyk Pingo is growing upwards at about 2 to 3 centimeters or about 1 inch each year. Let's consider how Pingos form. To form a Pingo, you need permafrost and water. Why water? Well, water has an unusual property. When water freezes, it expands. That's why cans of pop or bottles of water expand and break when the watery contents freeze. The expansion of water when it freezes into ice is key to the formation of a Pingo. We can model the formation of a Pingo by filling a little baggie with water and then freezing that baggie and its watery contents. You can see in the first photo, when the water is not frozen, the bag is kind of flat. In the second photo, when the water and the bag is frozen, the bag has expanded as the ice pushed upwards as it froze. And now let's relate that to Pingo formation. Because the Pingos in the Tuktoyaktuk area often form in old lakes or lakes that have drained, the muck at the bottom of the lake is saturated with water. If the climate around the drained lake is still cold, two things happen. First, permafrost reestablishes itself on the bottom of the drained lake, and second, the water-saturated lake bottom muck starts to freeze from the bottom up, where the permafrost is located, and from the top down, which is exposed to the cold winter Arctic air. The lens of water-saturated soil becomes trapped between the upper and lower freezing layers. As the ground continues to freeze, that lens of watery muck undergoes increasing pressure, called hydrostatic pressure. That hydrostatic pressure pushes the water up towards the surface, where it freezes to create the hill. The ice lens can reach a height of 45 meters or 147 feet. That's as tall as a 15-story building. You might wonder if a Pingo will grow forever. As you now appreciate, the ice core is critical to life of a Pingo, because it is the ice core that supports the Pingo. If the ice core is exposed to warm summer air, perhaps because the vegetation blanket was broken open by cracks, the ice core will thaw and the Pingo will start to decay and get smaller. If the ice core disappears entirely, Pingo will collapse. Sadly, this appears to be happening to the Ibuyk Pingo, which is showing some evidence that the crown cover vegetation is starting to crack and open up. That exposes the ice core to melting summer temperatures. Recent warmer summer temperatures are attributed to changing climate, and that may lead to the melting of Ibuyk and the other Pingos in the Tuktoyaktuk area. So I hope this short science discussion has left you with a better understanding of the amazing Pingos in the Tuktoyaktuk area and impressed you with their fragility. Sadly, a warming climate is not the friend of the Pingos. If this is your first visit, please subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell to receive future updates. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Until next time, please stay safe. Bye-bye.